Hello, this is Dumont with Energon Rapid Run. This is a tremendous Transformer figure. This is really one that stands out to me just because the concept, the gimmick, the whole idea behind this guy is fantastic. It's kind of amazing that they actually pulled it off. Now that they pulled it off though, I would like to see them perfect it or fix up some of the minor mistakes and remake this guy. I would love to see that, you know. He has a lot of potential to be one of the best Transformers ever designed, ever made. So I wish they would really take that into consideration. He does have a lot of problems and stuff like that, but like I said, if you can appreciate his overall concept and design, he is one awesome Transformer. I'm really, really glad to have this. Now, he is a repaint of Armada Sideways. Okay, I don't remember how Armada Sideways looked. You know, yeah, I really don't remember much, but I do like that this right here is translucent. Those later in robot form become his missiles. On his bike, they're like just exhaust pipes, and they look really nice. I don't remember if Sideways had it like that. I do like the tiger stripe type, almost, they're not camo, but I guess just a tiger stripe designs on them. The bike itself is very sporty looking, and it really looks like a Kamen Rider motorcycle. If you know what I'm talking about, it's a Japanese superhero, and the type of motorcycles that those guys drive is kind of like this. I mean, I love how these headlight parts look like eyes, and this later on in robot form becomes his chest, and it does look kind of spooky looking, kind of creepy, kind of cool, you know, almost demonic. And so he does also have a lot of parts for minicons to attach onto. I see two right here, and there's two more on the other side, so that's also another plus. Now, he did come with a sticker, I believe, which was very nice, plus two minicons. So you know, you feel very like they gave you good bonuses, right? So not one, but two minicons right here, and they are really awesome. You know, they play more than just being a minicon that attaches to him. If you're not familiar with the gimmick, I'll just tell you right now, they become headmasters, okay, and they attach on him. So they give you two headmasters, which is that just blows me away, okay. I think Headmasters is the coolest, best of the Transformers line. My personal favorite. Now, in addition to that, these minicons become heads, obviously, because they're the Headmasters. They don't become great looking heads, but they do become heads, and it's pretty neat. Now, on top of that, so you're seeing their robot form, these two combine, okay? So now, I'm going to try to do it for you real quick as I'm talking. I don't even remember, it's just been so long. So it goes something like this. Okay, I'm getting somewhere. Alright, here I go. So anyway, this guy combines to form one bigger minicon robot guy, and I think that's just absolutely brilliant. Here we go, you know. So it comes with a head that's a little bit bigger, and the normal robot arms fold out they lock kind of right here on the side, you can see. And he becomes the driver of the motorcycle. This is just very creative, you know. They didn't have to do that, but they did. So the minicons that become heads, and then they become individual robots, and then they combine to form one bigger robot. I mean, to become the driver. It's just fantastic. Here is Energon Rapid Run transformed. I didn't want to go through the transformation because you could watch that from other people's videos. Right here, what I want to talk about is his articulation is actually on the wrist, not on the elbow joint, which seems like a disappointment. It's a minor movement right there, but because his arm is not that long, and because this is not that big of a figure, it's not that big of a deal. However, the fact that his fist is completely closed, that he can't hold any weapons, to me this is a little bit of a minus. His shoulder articulation is excellent. also his thigh articulation. Both shoulder and thigh have a nice gear looking design right there, and also in the thigh right there it has like a nice cool looking gear looking design right there. So that's definitely excellent. The arms actually swivel right here at this joint right there, so they do that. And once again, shoulder is 360 degrees. In addition, it has this movement right here, so it's, like I said, excellent articulation there. Because his feet stick out like this, he's able to stand quite well. His chest is pretty huge, and it makes him look a little bit awkward because it's chest and then all of a sudden legs. You don't really see abdomen section. His shoulder parts come all the way around, and they are supposed to lock in place right here. The right side locks well, the left side does not lock. It like missed a spot. I guess it was just a engineering miss. Maybe it's just on my toy. It doesn't seem like a big deal. I didn't even know that it was supposed to do that, so for a long time I didn't even display him that way. Right now he's totally headless because of his main gimmick, which I will talk about right now. His two minicons become his heads. So basically this guy is a headmaster, which I love those series. I wish they would remake them, you know. Might be difficult because the storyline might seem kind of brutal, you know, to have robots decapitating themselves and such. Okay, so now I'm going to go into his gimmick, which is he's basically a headmaster. So this is the first minicon right here. Basically he's pretty much upside down. This is the head, and these are the arms right here, which the head and the arms are going to lock in over here. And these things right here are his legs, and you just have to kind of like manipulate them off to where they look kind of like horns or part of a helmet, something like that. So here we go. Let me put this in real quick. So you just grab this and shove it in, and there you go. Now he has a head, and the gimmick is that on a normal headmaster it reveals the details, the stats of the robot. In this case, it reveals the not the attribute, the allegiance. In this case, Autobot, right? So if you can see that, you see the Autobot sign pops out now. When you put this particular head, this particular minicon as a head, becomes an Autobot. So that's his face right there. It looks pretty cool. You know, just love the whole headmaster thing. I wish they would bring it back. So anyway, let's move on to the second one right here. The second one is kind of cool because, okay, once again, he's upside down. You can see the head, you can see the arms. You just have to manipulate the legs to where, you know, they don't get in the way or anything. But this is the cool part about this one, is you push the tab up and it reveals his red eyes right there. So you grab this guy, and now let's put this guy in. So the other one was an Autobot, so I'm sure you can guess what this one's going to be. And it is, surprise, surprise, a Decepticon right there. So this one's a Decepticon. Looks pretty cool. I think this is a great gimmick. So now let's remove this one right here. And I think this is what's really awesome about this guy, and all the other headmasters should have had this, right? Which he has a third head. Okay, I think most headmasters, they just give you one head. Well, this one had two, plus there's one that's already connected with him. So from my understanding, I guess the way it was in the show, even though it was a different character, for Sideways, you had Autobot, Decepticon, and then you had Unicron. You know, so three different allegiance right there. So, or alliances. And so this is his, I guess this is his real, you know, real face or whatever. I think it goes very well with the overall look, because the way his shoes are kind of like, you know, sharp and pointed like this, and then he has like this kibble back here. I think he looks kind of like a jester, you know, kind of like a trickster, you know. So I think it looks very, very good in design wise. Um, he can have definitely some improvements, like I was saying, with some transformation parts. So if they remade this guy, I think he would be excellent. I definitely wish that they would give him, definitely give him the mini cons, the two heads. They could make those heads look a little better, and and have his third head on there too. And I think he would be probably one of the best Transformers ever made if they remade him well. I think he has the potential to be freaking awesome, because right here he has plenty of things, plenty of problems with him, yet I still think he is an awesome transformation just because of his design, and the concept and his gimmick is just tremendously awesome if you ask me.